What's up, minions? Lex DeVille here. In this video, we are going to talk about how I have gotten a sudden flood of Upwork invitations. Where might it be coming from, and what do I think is the cause of it? That's what this video is. If that's something you're interested in, stick around. Hey minions, if you're new to the channel and you like what I have to say, then be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you never miss a video. Only do this if you like what I have to say and if you want to hear more about freelancing, entrepreneurship, and personal world domination. For those who don't know me, I'm Lex DeVille, and on this channel we help you escape corporate prison and build a freelance empire. We share lots of freelance tips and tutorials, so if you're new, consider subscribing. Dadgummit, I'm going to get that someday. So, recent video we talked about some reasons why you're not getting hired. And you can find that video up there if you want to watch that. Just 2 reasons that might be causing clients not to respond to you. Of course, if they don't respond, you're not going to get hired. This video is about how in the last few days, I can't even describe it. I've gotten just out of nowhere, just like so many Upwork invitations. I'll show you on the screen that right now I have 16 candidacies because I respond to all of the invitations I get. Because I get some free connects when I do that. So I have a boatload of candidacies. I've only sent a certain amount of proposals. I had to stop sending proposals because I'm getting too many responses. Whenever all of these invitations came in, plus the responses from my normal proposals, I started getting, which is way flooded, just so much work. And then old clients bring in new work. It's a madness. The question is why? What happened? What changed? I am not top rated right now. I don't have a top rated score because I don't have a JSS because I stopped freelancing for a while, and whenever I stopped freelancing, my JSS went away. So not only do I not have JSS, not only do I not have top rated status, I've been getting further and further away from it because I've only taken a couple of clients since I started back into freelancing a couple months ago. I only put a little bit of that work through Upwork. Only a little bit was on Upwork. And so I was going further and further away. You have to have $1,000 earned within Upwork within, I think, the last year. Once you have that, then you're kind of eligible for top rated, assuming that you meet all of the other eligibility criteria. Well, I didn't have $1,000 earned in Upwork over the last year. And for that reason, instead of going closer to the 13 weeks or whatever it is to get top rated status, I was getting further away each week. And it was so strange that this didn't start decreasing until I started getting back into Upwork. When I started applying gigs and I took a client and then I started getting further away after that time as eligible for top rated status. That's a whole weird thing in itself. How did I get a flood of invitations? That's a good question. I think because I don't have those things, that it has to do with one of 3 things that has changed over the past couple of days. So I'll tell you what those 3 things are. The first thing that's changed is my bio. I have rewritten my bio, and actually I'm using an old bio that I wrote in the past. I combined it with some new stuff. So an old bio combined with some new stuff in the new bio. That's what I'm using for my bio right now. That's one change that I made. And the old bio that I use is actually really, you wouldn't think that the old bio would be the bio that would get me a lot of invites because it doesn't make conventional sense. The bio that I'm using does not specifically target people in the ways that I typically recommend. So normally I might say, start your bio with something like a question that targets your exact target audience. Are you a high-ticket coach who wants to be a millionaire? That's something I've used in the past that targets high-ticket coaches that want to be millionaires. If so, maybe I'm the copywriter for you. This one is really story-driven. It's artistically driven. It's a bio that I worked on for countless hours, in fact, for months, and I've even revised it several times. It's a bio that cannot work for anyone else but me, by the way, because I know people are always looking to steal my bios, but it won't work for you. It will not work for anybody but me. I'm the only person in the world who this bio can work for. I don't think that it's the bio, though. So let's talk about what else I changed. I also changed my pricing. Now, I've had my pricing a little bit all over the place for the last month or so since I started back up on Upwork. I've had it everywhere from, I think, $69 an hour originally all the way up to $150 per hour. And I got hired at different rates within that range. So it's not like I wasn't getting any invites. I have been getting invites, and they've just been kind of coming every few days. I put my hourly price, though, at $75 an hour a couple of days ago, and gave it some time to sit at that range and just let it sit out there and see what would happen. Because I don't bill hourly rates anyway. For those of you who watched for a while, you know I don't bill any hourly rates. Everything I do is fixed prices. So $75 just seemed like a good range. A lot of clients will put in that they want $20 to $50 an hour. 75 is not too far of a stretch from that. And if you're looking for someone at $100 an hour, 75 isn't too far below that either. So it's a good mid-range, I guess. Could this be the reason why Upwork is flooding me with invitations? I'm not so sure. I actually don't think it is either of the first two things. I actually think it is thing number 3, which is that I have closed several deals worth, fairly high pay for Upwork within the last couple of days. So I had one client deal that was worth $500, and that was just that contract's not over. That's the start to our deal. So it was $500. I had another one that was deposited. It was like $150 just for something that we were starting, our trial project. And then I had another one that we had billed $400 last month, and then this month we billed $1,200. So all of those things kind of happened right at once. They were within maybe 2 days of each other. And right after that happened, that's when I started getting this flood. And I'm talking about so many invitations that I can't keep up with them all. I mean, again, I have 16 open candidacies right now, and that's after I've already closed some out. I had to withdraw from at least 2 or 3 of them after responding because either they weren't a fit or it just wasn't, something wasn't adding up there. But I've actually had more candidacies than what you see right now. And it's so wild because not only am I getting candidacies, but with every single one of these that I respond to, I get more and more connects. I get like 10 connects each time I respond to an invitation. So it's just 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. It just adds up. So now I got 70 something connects, and of course don't have to pay for those. That's nice. I can bid whatever I want. I think that what the algorithm is looking at when it's recommending me now is the main thing that it's looking at is this person a clearly available copywriter? It doesn't have to be copywriter, but is this freelancer available, and are they making money? And these amounts that I'm making, while I don't think they're not all that high, but they're good size amounts for what Upwork wants. I mean, Upwork doesn't want to give you top rated status until you hit $1,000 within the last year or whatever that is. I think it's a year. So for me to hit $1,000 in like a day, and that's probably a big deal to them and their algorithms. They'll probably say, well, this person's clearly somebody who is going to earn money. They are clearly going to make us money. And for that reason, we should promote them and try and get them more and more clients. And also, it also may be the case that when they realize somebody is making them money, that they say, keep flooding them with clients, because they're going to start to refer those clients out to somebody. If they can't handle them, they're probably going to refer them out to other freelancers who are likely to earn money. And I think that is the case. I've tried to refer a few of these gigs out, and I guess that kind of makes sense logically from a monetization standpoint from Upwork. So is it my bio that changed? I don't know. It's really interesting because my bio changing, I think, is part of it. I don't think it's the full thing. I don't think it's what triggered the algorithm, but I do think it's why I'm actually getting the invitation. So it's one thing to have the algorithm promoting you. It's another thing completely to actually get the invitations, because even if a client sees your profile in front of them, there's got to be something there that says, hey, this might be the person for me. And if they're not seeing that, they're not going to invite you. So I'm getting promoted in front of these clients. I'm at a price point that I think is just like the perfect storm price point. Maybe I'll probably leave it there longer. I'm not going to change it for a while. $75 an hour. And then I'm using a unique profile that's completely different from anything that any other person. There's no other copywriter. I guarantee it. There's no other copywriter who would even have the balls to use what I'm using, because it's so targeted to a specific audience. And yet it's not targeted at all. And if you tried to mimic it, you would just fail miserably. I'm getting flooded with invitations, handing some of them off. It's been pretty good. I've picked up several new clients over the past few days and started working with them. So got We put a $300 gig down for a starter project the other day. We put another, there's another one that's going to be worth a couple grand coming in. We started a contract with them. I don't know where that's at. I don't even know if we started that one yet. There's a bunch. And I'm still meeting up with them. I've got calls booked today, yesterday, tomorrow. Calls booked. I don't even know how I can keep up with all this stuff. I'm having to like write it down on a notepad because there's so many invitations coming in. What do you think it is though? Do you think it is just that Upwork is boosting my profile just because I earned this chunk of change and they want to make more money? Is it the combination? Is it the right price plus the right bio plus earning some money all at once? What would cause this? I really don't know. I'm enjoying it. It's kind of nice. I've liked to see my invitations go up. I've had problems in the past where I had too many invitations and I had to deny a lot of people or reject a lot of people. But right now I'm trying to find ways that I can work with as many of these people as possible on some big paydays and just make it and boost my Upwork profile. So for several years, my profile has shown like $20,000 plus in earnings because I don't usually keep clients as Upwork clients. I don't like to do a lot of work inside of Upwork. But now this year I decided I'm going to change that a little bit. I want to see that number go up finally. So even though it's been at 20K plus in earnings for several years, we're going up now. I think as soon as I get paid on my next pay date, it'll be at 30,000 plus. So we will already have jumped by 10 grand on that one. And maybe we'll hit 100K on there within this year. Depends on how much freelancing I want to do. Anyway, if you are trying to get Upwork to promote you, maybe it's time to adjust some of these things. Maybe it's time to adjust something in your profile. Think about what you can say to stand out in your bio, something that's going to attract the right clients and get their attention really fast. Think about your price point. Maybe you need to raise it up to that $75 an hour price point and see. I don't know. It just depends on if you can actually deliver work at that level. When people come to me, they usually say things like, you have the best Upwork profile I've ever seen, or you are writing the best copy I've ever seen. These are things that people actually say to me just based on my websites, based on my profile, my bio, my samples, things like that. If clients aren't saying that to you and you try to bill at the $75 an hour price point, that might be a challenge for you. So you can't just raise your prices for the sake of raising your prices. You have to be able to deliver at those price points or else it's not going to work out for you. Because I think that the third piece of the puzzle is that you need to be able to deliver some larger chunks of cash to Upwork in a short time period so that they can see that you are a money-making freelancer, a money-making machine for them, that if they send people to you, you are going to grab those people and you are going to pull them in and make money from those people. That makes money for Upwork. So you have to be valuable to clients, of course. That's what this all really comes back to. You have to be valuable to everyone. You have to be valuable to your clients by having a good bio at a good price. And then you have to be valuable to Upwork by closing clients, by making sales, by working with people so that you make money and Upwork makes money and everybody is happy. That's about it for today. Got 9 courses, I think, moved over to my website. I'm wrapping up production on the brand new profile course. That's going to be on there. Or not profile course, proposal course. I always say profile. It's a brand new proposal writing course that's going to be on lexdeville.com. lexdeville.com. You'll be able to see that shortly. And probably within the next week, we'll open up sales for the course program so that you can join as a member and get those courses if that's something that you want. We'll be making a lot of freelance and Upwork content there going forward. Join us in Discord if you haven't done that as well. Remember that we always have the Discord. I'm in there answering questions every single day, including today right now for a little while. I'm going to go do some woodwork here in a minute, but that's all I got for this video. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, let me know in a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Lex DeVille. I'll see you next time.